guys, welcome to another video. Thanks for joining today. Today I'm going to do another which shoe for you comparison video between two of my favorite daily trainers right now. It's from two different brands, but the shoes are very similar in a lot of ways. I'm going to compare the Ultra Escalante 4 and the Topo Magnifly 5. Why do I say they are very similar? They are both zero drop shoes, meaning that the forefoot is the same height as the heel, so basically flat. They're both fairly low stack height. The Escalante 4 has 24 millimeters of stack height. The Magnifly 5 has 25 millimeters, so almost the same. There is an extremely breathable mesh upper in the Escalante 4. A very breathable mesh upper also in the Magnifly 5. They both have a fair amount of cushion around the heel collar. They both have nice tongues that stay in place. The Escalante 4 has a very thin tongue, but it's got like a double lace thing that goes through two sets of your crossovers. Go through this thing to hold it in place, and it does stay in place very well. The Magnifly 5 is a little bit more cushion tongue, and it uses Topo's little lace stays. They're little pieces of like thread, thick thread that holds the laces in place, and it does a very good job. They both have rubber outsoles and have some cushioning in the middle, which is exposed. So a lot of similarities. Now, one thing I will say is different is the foam is slightly different. The Ultra uses their Ego midsole, which is a fairly bouncy TPE type of compound. Topo uses their zip foam, but it's a newer, softer form, which I think is EVA based, but maybe have a little bit of TP in it as well. So very similar in a lot of ways. Weight wise, I'm weighing in my men's size 11.5. I get the Escalante 4 at 9.52 ounces, 9.52, and the Magnify 5, when I weigh at a men's size 11.5, I'm getting 9.74 ounces. So the Magnifly does weigh like 0.2 of an ounce more than the Escalante 4, but it also has that extra millimeter of stack height. So very similar weight shoes. I really don't notice that much difference on my foot. The biggest differences I can see with these shoes is I do think that the Ego foam in the Escalante is slightly bouncier, so this shoe might feel a little faster, but there's actually pretty good energy return in the zip foam from the Magnifly, so it is actually a lot closer than you would think. I would give the edge and bounciness to the Escalante, but the Magnifly 5 is very close. Weight wise, of course, the Escalante is slightly lighter, but I really can't tell 0.2 of an ounce very much, so I think they're very equivalent there. As far as softness of cushioning, I definitely give a big advantage to the Magnifly, even though it's only 1 millimeter more of stack height. That foam is very soft feeling. It actually, they in their literature, as they say, compare it to a Ultra Torin, and I would say it's maybe not quite as soft as a Torin, but it's getting up there pretty close. So it is definitely softer. So my takes on it is they're both very good all-around daily shoes. I'm more likely to do a longer run in the Magnifly 5. I'm more likely to do my higher speed tempo workouts in the Escalante 4, but they're both good at both. I've run up to 12 miles in my Escalante 4 to date. I've run up to 18 miles in my Magnifly 5, and they both felt good. Another difference I would say is the outsoles. Even though they both use rubber, I've got about 80 miles in my Escalante 4, and I do heel strike pretty badly, kind of scrape my heel, and you are seeing some wear already in the Escalante 4. I'm sure it'll get a decent amount of miles though anyway, and I got about 400 miles in my Escalante 3s. I'll end up probably adding some shoe goo to extend the life, but the Magnifly 5, I've got 113 miles, and there's hardly any wear showing at all. So I actually think durability wise, from the outsole, the Magnifly is going to last me longer than the Escalante 4. But again, not a huge difference, but just something to consider. That's really it. They're very similar shoes. I like that they both have lower stack heights, so I feel like I'm strengthening my feet a little bit as I use them. They both got the nice wide toe boxes that both Ultra and Topo are known for, which gives your feet room to display. I prefer that. Some people don't, but that's pretty much my comparison. I do think they're very similar shoes. I hope you found the video interesting. If you liked it, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Please give me your comments down below on your thoughts of the differences between the two shoes, if you're having any experience with one or the other, and would like to share that with the audience. It would be greatly appreciated. Other than that, I hope you are having a wonderful day, and keep moving.